Hi and welcome to another Super Deluxe Edition unboxing video. Today we're going to take a look at Neil Young after the Goldrush 50th anniversary. Now this came out last week, I think it was. There's two versions of this. There's a CD version which has been out for a while, and then there's this special vinyl box set edition which, as I say, came out very recently. So this came out quite a long time after the CD. And this is controversial because it's £85, believe it or not. It's only got one record inside it, but it has got a 7-inch single as well. But even so, it's the big talking point of this box set. Why is it so expensive? One of the reasons it's expensive, I mean it doesn't justify such a high price, is they've basically pressed it on this kind of mirror board type stock. So the image is already a solarized image, and they've pressed it on kind of metallic silver stock, which you'll see in a minute gives quite an impressive effect actually. It does look the business, but that's not to defend the pricing. But let's just judge the box set on the actual merits of the presentation for the time being. We'll take the lid off and have a look. So as I say, this is a lift-off lid box set, even though there's only one record inside, so that's what the lid looks like. And you don't actually get a download card with this, but they do give you a little promotional leaflet just to advertise the online Neil Young archives. There's a very famous front cover, of course, so you get a nice print of it. So this is just a frameable print. Again, it's done in this kind of silver mirror board type effect. I mean, it's so reflective, you're seeing a lot of shadows here, unfortunately, but you get the idea. That is a nice print, there's no doubt about it. You kind of think, well, for £100 maybe Neil Young might have signed it, but anyway, he hasn't. That's a print. So the actual album itself is gatefold record, very thick stock. I can feel this is very sort of tip-on sleeve type style. Again, very reflective front cover. The back looks good as well because that's the colour image. If you're wondering how this works, basically anything that's normally white on this cover is the silver. So when you print, if you think about it, when you print, you don't print white. White is the paper, it's the colour of the thing that you print on normally. So if you print on something that's silver and not white, which, you know, normal printing, you're printing on white card. But if you're printing on silver, then anything that is defined as white or the colour of the paper in the printing document turns out silver. So that's basically how that process works. So I mean, it's pretty spectacular, there's no doubt about it. It looks amazing, it feels amazing. This is probably the kind of, apart from maybe having an original version of the record in mint condition, but this is pretty cool treatment of the album. This is quite a familiar image. It's been on the greatest hits. It's been on. I've got a songbook actually that's got this image on it. So that's a classic Neil Young kind of 1970 image, because this album came out in 1970, of course. And then for the inner sleeve, quite hard to get out because it's quite thick board, but poly-lined inner sleeve, you wouldn't expect anything less. And it's, you know, it's the album. It's such a fantastic record. It's one of the classic albums of the early 70s. But you only get 2 bonus tracks with this 50th anniversary edition. So, you know, as expanded anniversary editions go, it's not exactly great, but not really sure I can blame Neil Young entirely. He's done so much archive work. Obviously the archive volume 2 have just come out. He's releasing box sets every 5 minutes at the moment. I get the feeling that the record company wanted to do something and he kind of reluctantly kind of went along with it. So this is a fold-out poster. This is kind of lyrics, handwritten lyrics. Yeah, so this has 2 bonus tracks. See if I can fold this up correctly. Yeah, so this has 2 bonus tracks. So in Neil Young's credit, he hasn't tried to sort of cram them onto the album. On the CD, they are at the end of the CD with a bit of a gap between the album and the CD. But on the box set here, so there's an insert here, and this 7-inch just slots in. That's basically it for the box set. This is actually still sealed, so I'll just open it. Yeah, so for the 7-inch single, I mean, to be in their credit, they've continued the silver treatment. They could have just said, well, let's not bother for the 7-inch, but they have done it. You get two versions of Wondering. Now, Wondering was an outtake from after the Goldrush, which only surfaced in its original form in 2009 on disc 6 of the first archive box set. So I think it's never actually been issued on vinyl before because the archives was only CD. So I think this is its first appearance on vinyl. That was recorded in 1970, but there's a 1969, I think it's August 69 version, which is a previously unreleased version, and that's what you get on the B-sides. You get two versions of the same song. Wondering never came out until 1983 in the end, so it was unreleased for ages when he re-recorded it in the 80s. But yeah, so this is the 7-inch. You even get an inner sleeve on the 7-inch. And there we go. It's not one of these heavyweight 7-inches, that's a normal weight 7-inch. So again, you know, it's a good photo, it's a nice treatment, looks good. So that goes back in here, and the album goes back in here, album with the poster, print on the top, and then lid goes back on. So I guess the big question is it worth it? Is this worth paying 85 quid? It's pretty hard to recommend it at that price, let's be serious. I think what they've done with the presentation is stunning, it looks amazing, but that doesn't justify the price. You know, I think if this had been 40 quid or something, you might, even then you might be raising an eyebrow or two, but I mean the price is just silly, isn't it? But forgetting about the price, putting the price to one side, is this a nice treatment of a classic album? Yes, it is. You know, would we like more bonus material? Well, yes, but Neil Young is giving us lots of bonus material. He's just not doing it on a kind of album by album basis. He's doing it with his archive, physical archive collection and his online archive. So it's not really the same as like a McCartney reissue where you say, well, why haven't we got the 12-inch version of Say 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 on Pipes of Peace or whatever? Because McCartney isn't also at the same time doing very extensive, comprehensive archive box sets. You know, he's not doing both things. So I think with Neil Young, I'm not really going to criticise the lack of bonus material on this because he's giving us that bonus material in another form. But what I am going to criticise is the price, which is ridiculous. But I thought you'd like to see what this looks like because I doubt that many people have forked out for it. I'm going to start some SDE competitions here and we'll give one of these away, I think. For now, I hope you've enjoyed this unboxing video. I know you've all been asking for Neil Young unboxing videos because we haven't really done many recently, he says. But yeah, this is after the Goldrush 50th anniversary vinyl box set with the bonus 7-inch. If you've enjoyed this video, then why not subscribe to the SDE YouTube channel for more great physical music unboxed. For now, I'm going to say thanks very much and I'll see you next time.